Smacking, cracking, and watching. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe.
Hap and Leonard, season 3, episode 1, Two Bear Mambo. We were savages. We had mucho mojo. And now we're here with the mambo. Ooh, our favorite friends. I feel like I need to have Nilla wafers. Instead, I have my Tom Yum soup. Oh, well, it'll have to do. First things first, I just want to say this is awesome. This is a blessing because this was actually the first show I ever reviewed on my channel. To see it happen all within a year, we're starting over again. It feels kind of good because it's like, man, I've reviewed so many television shows and look at the channel growing. We started with like 39 in May and now we're at 900 and something. We're on our way to 1,000. With that said, you guys, I need 40 more supporters with this show. If y'all watching this, I need 40 of you guys to get me to 1,000 subscribers. Help the channel out. I really need your support. Smash the red button. Hit the bell so you can be notified every single episode that I will be reviewing of Hap and Leonard. Y'all ready? Because I'm ready. They start this episode off so great. It's nighttime and it's real eerie. We have this chick narrating it and she's got these glasses. She's got this weird voice on the tracks. There's a frog. Where the heck is the frog coming from? We have this hobo joke, LC Smooth character with his guitar. Isn't that how you imagine him to say it? His guitar on the side of the road, jamming out. And all of a sudden, Grovetown's Colonel Sanders, Hap and Leonard, the Colonel, in all white, pops up out of nowhere like, okay, who this? But I'm saying to myself, to the girl, get off the tracks, because y'all just knew she was about to get smashed by the train. It didn't happen, though. But it's a very tainted area of town. They're saying this entire place is just corrupt. It's not right. And yes, mind you, the vibe is definitely that juke joint. Yeah, that era of American history. Knockoff Colonel Sanders approaches LC Smooth and they basically have a stare down and they both unite urine. And I'm just grossed out at this point because I'm like, what kind of witchcraft weird stuff is going on right now, y'all? So they unite their urine in a mason jar and I said, don't you do it, don't you do it. And I said, no, it's not pickle juice if you're dehydrated. No, they drank it. And at that point you're trying to figure out, is he real? Is he an actual person or is he like a spirit? And I don't know at this point. All of a sudden, after the guy guzzles the urine, after he guzzles the liquid, he's got a new guitar. But check this out. This is what tripped me out. His strap remained a rope. And I like how they kept it, you know what I mean, throughout his whole little scene. Because it could have been cheesy and everything about him could have been new. He didn't have his perm yet. You know, the relaxer chemicals didn't pop in his head. He was still grinding. And slowly but surely, his style elevated. LC Smooth. I love how basically saying, hey, you can get success, but at what cost? Basically saying, hey, you can get success, but at what cost? The Klansman came and Colonel Sundance is there on scene holding this frog as if it's his pet. So is he like the Eveline of the Wiz? Is he the evil Snow Queen? Is he a villain? He's our bad guy. I like it. You can tell the times in this show, the differences. You know, the juke joint era. You can tell the opening is in that era because they're boogie woogie woogieing, right? And then when it goes to Hap and Leonard, you know what it is because you see that El Camino. You see the dookie chain. You see the Kango hat. You know what it is. The seclusion. Knowing something went down. Knowing they were hurt. We see the black eyes when they went home and shut the blinds. Hit the locks, all the locks, grab the shotty, loading up, racking up their weapons. Mind you, this is Texas. You can do it. The black eyes, the bloody clothes. You know, he dresses like Woody from Toy Story, and I'm here for it. Now, Leonard was everything when he had that red hoodie on looking like a little grown-up Daniel the Tiger, and he had the little Santa on his chest. I thought that was dope.
But later on, we see Mr. and Mrs. Claus, and they ain't got nothing to do with Hap and Leonard. Especially Leonard.
Because he's a hood hero. He is Robin Hood, essentially, right? The crackheads running down the street was hilarious. Homeboy had a high top on fire, and the police officer said, let me light that up. That's whack. You shouldn't be wearing that. That's played out. And I'm like, oh, man, what happened to the other homie? Did I miss it? Did I forget Milton or whatever his name was? Where he at with the rat tail and the bald head? Is funny. That's what I like about the show. That's what you like about the show, the humor in tragedy, the humor in the truth. And that's why this show is off the chain. Make sure y'all hitting like, comment, and subscribe and supporting the channel. And if you have a channel, let me know below, and I will definitely hit the red button. Smash that red button for y'all. Drop those comments if you're a fan of this show. Shouts out to James Purefoy. He did his thing, and Philip K. Dick's Amazon series. He's been working. And shouts out to my guy Michael, because he had a great documentary on the New Jersey, I forgot the name of New Jack City. That was real dope. I watched that and I liked it. But so we get to the jail and all of our characters are back. Hanson, our other detective, our favorite deputy, one of our favorite deputies. The Bear documentary is on, and that's what made it make sense. They're getting it in. They're doing the mambo. And it was cool because it was a scene amongst criminal and the sworn, and they were all saying, hey, TV shows can unite us all. At the same time, holiday seasons unite everyone, and we're just here having fun together. And I thought that was dope until Hanson put itself up in there. I said, Hanson, you know I like you, homeboy. I follow you on Twitter. You a dope actor, but you make me so you believable, man. You do an outstanding job. Been 2 Floridas on television, right? It's been her, and there's her. Clearly there's a difference, but they're both outstanding actresses. So shouts out to those wonderful women. The law is essentially baseball. Straight up and down, no ifs, ands, or buts. The law is baseball. 3 strikes, take a seat. You got to think about what you did. What did you do to strike out? Why didn't you hit the ball the right way when it was in your area? You know what I mean? You had choices. You could have sat back, not did the crime. You could have sat back and let that ball happen, but you didn't. You swung, you struck out, and now you have to suffer the consequences by the coach, aka the umpire, aka the law enforcement personnel. It's the truth. Florida and Hap, I love that they like each other. I love that they have history, and I just want to see them together at the end of the day. I'm so happy old girl gone. I'm so happy we threw her in the box. I'm so happy we ain't got to deal with her straight up and down, just like that. She left to Grovetown. So now we got to figure out, why did you do it? Like, why? Because if somebody hurts Florida, you already know the guys are going to go crazy about it. You know who I was so excited to see this season? The Dice Man, Andrew Dice Clay. What a legend. Hey, this freaking guy. Sold out Madison Square Garden. He's a great comedian, stand-up, one of the greatest of all time. His sets are just off the chain. If you have never watched him, go YouTube his stuff. And he even had a reality show some years ago. And to know he's in this legendary series, I'm here for it. Hap and Leonard are a combination, are much like peanut butter and jelly. They're the ice cream and the cone. They just go together so perfectly, and they're our favorite tag team combination. This team had to be united once again, even though they were locked up. We know they had to get released. To see Leonard Pines with the butcher knife in his house and the drug dealer neighbors were up in his house and they split the pizza, hilarious scene. Another point of the humor that they can draw in this show, and how they're able to just weave it so perfectly. My question is, where is Sneed? I love Evan Gamble. He fine. I knew it was a Deep Space Nine, weird fantasy island, dreamy moment that Hap was off in the clouds, because we knew it would be too easy for Florida just, Billy D, are you just gonna let my hand? Just that very romantic moment. Hap ain't never cleaned up that well. Even when Trudy was dead, he wasn't that. I'm so tired of Trudy. But he never has really been just a suave, clean, dapper guy. And maybe it'll come true. Maybe it'll come true later on. But I wonder what that gold little, whatever that was, that little case or vial, whatever it was, I'm sure it'll have some sort of significance in this season. Michael K. Williams, I think he's dope as Leonard Pines. Cranston Johnson, he's off the chain as Hanson. Tiffany Mack is superb as Florida, and I'm very happy and satisfied with season 3 thus far. I was sad to see and hear Hanson sipping that dark liquor. You know, anytime somebody's sipping dark liquor, they're going through an emotional crisis. And that's what he was doing, sitting in Florida's house. And he said, it's like I'm picking at my scabs. And I was like, dang. Meaning old wounds he just keeps messing with, even though he should have been moved on and just let it heal. He can't allow it to heal. That was a deep saying, y'all. So we end up finally making it to Grovetown, and they have the whole board that says, when you're here, you're family. We make it to Grovetown. Something inside my spinal cord region says, when you're here, you're not really family. You should just turn around. Guy spit this big nasty loogie out of the Ford with the worst road rage, racial rage in history, and I'm like, dang, why y'all didn't have the 30-30 up front? You should. What's good is it in the trunk when these fools trying to kill you right now? They pose the question, what will you sell your soul for? And Hap's like, yo, world peace. You know, he's a hippie type guy. And homeboy says, Nilla wafers and Dr. P, aka Dr. Pepper. Everybody knows Waco, Dr. Pepper. You know, it's definitely a Texas bred situation. And Devil's Crossing, the same place where LC, Frogman, and Sundance TV channels, Colonel Sanders, the creepy area. And I told you it had to do with if Uncle Chester, R.I.P. to Uncle Chester, if he was fan of LC Smooth, and he witnessed this person's greatness and magic on the guitar when he was a kid, legend has it, right? So it's so creepy, this particular area. And we go across the bridge, we see the same girl, which makes me think she's not. I mean, is she a spirit or is she an actual person? What do you think? Drop a comment below. Pecan Pete tried to tell him. He tried to tell him, you sure you want to go there? But Leonard was bogus for kind of saying, hey, that boy touched in the head. They both are. Let's keep it real. Do you like boiled peanuts? I'm not a boiled peanuts type of girl, but, you know, I like, if I eat peanuts, it has to be like it has to be like honey roasted. I don't like them just straight up. Call them dim-witted. That's so bogus. This season is going to be a good one, man, because we're trying to figure out, do they turn around or do they face adversity, which they are. And we know they're not going to back off, especially when it comes to the girl. They always will fight for what's right. They will go against the grain until we basically retrieve from whatever situation it is. Now, what's up with Andrew Dice Clay's character? Is he the reincarnated version of bootleg Colonel Sanders? I don't know, but the frog, how eerie is that frog every time he pops up, right? Woo! What do you guys think when they went to that little motel hotel, crappy no vacancy inn? She looked like a Whoville with a racist self. Nobody with melanin has been there, huh? I bet. I find kind of crazy about people who have those views. Guess what? All your grandkids and great-grandkids are going to look like me. Joke's on you. Change your views. Love is love. Live life right. No need to think that way. Great opener. Oh, they put the American flag through the Camino. That was messed up, man. That was terrible. Go home. Guess what? Everywhere is home. Home is where the heart is. And these guys have heart. Until the next time, very excited to see where it's going to go. Can't wait till we find our homegirl. I can't wait till we find Florida. Will they get in some stuff? For sure. The drama, the intensity, the message behind it all, it's there. Jim, good job. Hap, good job. James and Michael, you guys are doing an outstanding job. I'm ready. And Hanson, I'm ready to see you show up and show out, because I know you're not going to stay away. He's going to end up coming to Grovetown too. Why? Because he don't care about his girl. He loves Florida. So does Hap. Until the next time, y'all, I'll see y'all for episode 2. Peace. Hit subscribe.